shawty got a jerky neck. On the best, we don't that mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then you gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it in the A-time.
And if you ain't know,
this is how it goes down.
Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? And you can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey, let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? And you can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, hey. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's been to jail before. And all them other cats you run with, get done with, done quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bump. They go to click, now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's the mommy of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, right, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find me. I thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you. That's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
I should probably sound a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got a chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Vikings take over first and 10. Set their own 24-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings hit 10-2 on the year. They're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, shot.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's got it up over 40 to the 41. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
First down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice and bit off. A pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air with McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 3.
When you look at this defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now McCarthy. This one swung on here to Jones. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. Coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. But they go play action. Daniels. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run here with a rookie. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. 27 yards there, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. 76 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. Nifty move.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 10.
70.
Here's Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert!
Here's a give up the middle. Touchdown, Washington! A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get around a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Here's McCarthy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Throwing is McCarthy. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 2. Completes this to Addison out left. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it's 21-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings pull it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. To throw is Daniels. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Okay.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Daniel's going to throw for it. Steps away to his left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go. Start.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and a couple. Off the option, it's Jones. 66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
36-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
No command that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 30.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds. Incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play.
Commanders 13.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now Daniels. Ortez at left side. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz, 33 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to throw. McCarthy. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
70 Lions. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Bison.
Jones is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
For the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Took 3 points. Response there. That opening touchdown was 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3 in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today...
Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 65 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gay is on for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game at 7.
Hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. That's caught downfield by Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hopkinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, Jones. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Prove it, my team. Hey.
Again, it's Jones. Officially, it's no gain on the play. They'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Hawk 70.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, 22 yards. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. After a break down the middle, they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Give him a couple on the scramble and second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension to the game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Off the play fake, Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the longer way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and 8. And that will be incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. Terry McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Is good.
Don't forget the extra point is up and good. And an important one that is as we are on time now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
He returns. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This ain't what you want. Project S. This ain't what you want.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Over the middle, complete to Addison. And a result here, a pickup of 8, leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Still shedding tackles. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Complete to Addison on the out route. They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 4.
Now McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
You got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
19 Tiger.
Going to give to Jones. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw McCarthy. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Y'all gotta pump my taste.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Throwing is McCarthy. Open man, that's Fulton. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's McCarthy. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. They will take a 7-point lead. Runs the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll look to throw. He's got it in, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit.